It's Friday morning and I think spring is starting to sprung. Spring is springing. It's getting a little bit warmer anyway, which is a lot nicer. I'll be with you guys for an hour. We have got a full hour of tools, of bird food, bird feeders, and everything is in offer today on our live streams or on TikTok. Everything is 25% off that you can see in this hour. This offer of 25% only lasts until 3 p.m. today, and then that offer reduces to 15%. So if you really like your bird food, if you really like bird feeders, or you like a couple of the new things that we've actually got, then 25% off, and the code is MEGA, MEGA. I'm hoping that is correct. So welcome to everyone on TikTok, welcome to the TikTok shop, welcome to all our other live streams. Just to tell you a little bit about what we are going to be doing, we have got the giant box of fat balls here. Absolutely, this is our mega box, like that. 25% off. That is free postage as well, and that is down from £40 to £30 on our streams or on TikTok. These are the best fat balls you can literally buy. I'll talk about the RSPB in a little while. I've calmed down over them a little bit. We have got different things, like we've actually got bug zappers here as well, as we're getting into the spring and summer months, and you get those little gnats and stuff where you're sitting out. This will get rid of them, and it's solar. It's got loads of different things that's cool, and we've got bird feeders as well. So thank you for joining us. If you've got any questions, you've got any comments, if you've got anything about the RSPB, you want to say hello, you've got anything to do with gardening, please give us a shout. Ask us a question, and we'll try our best. As I've said many times before, we're a family business. I'm a third generation gardener, supposedly. My father was a landscape gardener for 30 odd years, definitely about a million times better than me, but I do try to learn as we go along. We love feeding the birds, we love creating new tools and new ideas and those different type of things that you can't get into garden centres. So hello to everyone on TikTok land, hello to everyone on the live streams, and as a reminder, everything that you see right now is 25% off just until 3 p.m. today. Then it drops down to 15%. The code is MEGA, MEGA, and that will give you 25% off for everything that you see. So first thing I want to show you is our fat balls here. Fat balls this is probably our hero product in all honesty. This is 12.5 kilograms worth of fat balls. The RSPB came out just over a week ago talking about a disease which is, in the short term, is called trick, which is affecting finches mainly. They're saying do not feed seed, they do not feed nuts, but suet based products they are all in favour of. There are loads of reasons why, but number one of them is a lot of feeders for fat balls, for example, are in those open cage feeders. The way trick is passed around is normally when birds walk on trays or walk on feeders which have got actually large trays or bird feeding tables, and they step in their own droppings. That's one of the ways it's actually spread around. Another one is the saliva. So when they're digging out seed, for example, looking for their favourite seeds, the saliva is contamination. Fat balls is a little bit different. And as I said before, these are our absolute hero product. These are the best fat balls, in my opinion, on the market. You're getting 150. So that's reduced from £40 to £30 just for today, just until 3 p.m. You get 150. These are made in the UK. These are made from suet. These are made from peanuts, and these are made from sunflower hearts. The big difference in fat balls, if I can show you, is I got this from a garden centre. These are rock solid. Doesn't matter if it's summer, doesn't matter if it's winter, they're absolutely rock solid. Oh look, something broke off it. They're generally full of a little bit of maize. Sometimes they've been known to have glue in them. Sometimes they've been known to have sawdust in them. There's barely any nutrition whatsoever. They are absolutely rock hard. In my opinion, they're not safe for birds because birds have got to spend a long time at the fat ball trying to peck to eat it. You get cats, you get sparrowhawks. Even my fat cat can every now and then try catch a bird. So you need something that is a little bit softer, a little bit more malleable. I can just put my thumb into this. This is a Grumpy Gardener fat ball, and I can actually open this. And can you see what's inside there? Look at them. TikTok world, our live streams. These are full of peanuts. These are full of oils. These are full of sunflower seeds, beef tallow, made in the UK. You get 150 of these, 12.5 kilogram. This is the big difference. Sorry, Tracy, I'll just show you. This is a big difference. That's a standard fat ball there. It looks pale, anemic. This is a Grumpy Gardener one. The darker it is, the better it is. So, If you want to stock up and you want a good deal, then use the code MEGA until 3 p.m. today. After that, it is 15%. So use the code MEGA and you get 25% off. So that goes from £40 to £30 itself. Are you right there, Tracy?
Yeah, someone's complaining that your sound's off again.
Do you know I moved it to the other side the other day, last week? Do you reckon I should do that again? Right. We'll try that. And if it's off, let us know again. If you needed to swap over, just tell me. But if you've got any questions regarding the birds, if you've got any questions regarding gardening whatsoever, please let us know. I just want to show you the value on this itself. The value is absolutely huge. So this is our standard box of 50 fat balls. These are normally £20 each. 3 of these are in this. So that's £60 versus that today, which is £30. That's basically a 50% saving. That's absolutely huge. Standardly, we do £40 anyway, reduced to £30, but that is absolutely great. I believe I'm changing over mic summer. Please don't say I've got to start speaking, say all that again. Right, I'm hoping everyone can hear me a little bit better. Let us know. I've also, what I normally do is I normally bring out my iPad here, then I can see what time we're on and what time we're doing. I forgot to bring that out as well, so I'm hoping Sarah will get that for me in a few minutes. But
I'm a bit busy.
You're a bit busy, are you?
Yeah.
Stuck behind the camera, are you?
Yeah.
Alright. Sarah's had a fall. She's hurt her head. She's
Had a fall. That's an old person. I fell over.
Sarah fell over and she wasn't drinking. But she's bashed her head up, so there's no way in this world she's going on camera for a while. But just to say once again, take a look at these, research these fat balls from Grumpy Gardener. The reviews are absolutely outstanding. You get 150 of them. This is the biggest box we do. This is the best value we do. Never before have we sold these for £30 with free postage. So I think it's automatically deducted on the TikTok shop. Is that correct, Tracy?
It is.
Yeah, it's automatically deducted on TikTok shop. So if you want something where you can actually feed the birds, feed them safely, and obviously try and halt the spread of trick right now, that is definitely a way forward.
Evidently sounds much better. It's
I've actually haven't got Tracy and say she's actually going into 4 actual microphones, but we bought her microphones. But yeah, guys, if you want something which is a decent deal, normally £40, this is £30. You come and join us.
I did. Just one of these fat balls at my head, and that's how it happened.
Really? Wow.
It's good advertising, you know. They're really solid.
No, they're killing somebody. Oh, that's brave of you. That was not the nicest fall whatsoever. Look,
2.5 weeks later.
2.5 weeks later. This is, as I said, normally £20. Well, it is £20 wherever you can get it on the TikTok shop or on the website. This is £30 today with a code MEGA. That is £60 worth of fat balls there. That is half the price, and you're actually getting slightly a bit more as well. These are our best-selling bird food, our best-selling product. The RSPB have said that use suet, use fat balls, do not use bird seed right now. Yes,
so
Tracy.
we've got a couple of questions.
Yes.
Amanda says, ouch, hope it's not too painful. And Gillian says, love your fat balls, but can't fit any more in their shed. Oh, bless her.
Gillian, buy a bigger shed. I think that's Gillian Palmer. Gillian wants me to talk,
yes.
Gillian wants me to talk about calcium worms. I'll definitely do that later. So I've been doing some more research, Gillian, and you and me are right, and the people that are giving you grief are definitely wrong. But yeah, and by the way, I didn't throw a fat ball at Sarah's head. There was no physical contact, physical violence, or anything along those lines.
Was it your fault though?
She was chasing me around the house and she fell over. So definitely not my fault. She used to be bamboo or something. So I'll move on in a second, but just as I said before, these are the best fat balls. £30 with the code MEGA. That 25% only lasts until 3 o'clock today. This is a flash sale, and then it goes down to 15% if you're watching it later. If you're watching it later, I'm sorry, but this is the way we're doing it, and we want to interact live with people. And we love interacting live with people on that side. But just to remind you as well, when the RSPB are saying don't feed bird seed, they are not saying don't feed birds. Due to urbanisation, due to how much we rip up hedgerows, due to the fact that we've got a lot of fake lawns, due to the fact that we've actually changed the landscape for birds. There isn't as many bugs around right now, so they do need help. If you think of a little blue tip, or if you think of a little robin, they've got a mortality rate. They struggle to survive. Only 30 to 40% of birds survive their first year from being a fledgling. If you just take away their food right now, it's like taking away your own kitchen being trapped in your house. You're not going to eat, and that's not good for you. There comes mine. But that is not good for you. So look after the birds, do it in a safe way. This is definitely the best way forward. So these are 150 fat balls. They're deluxe. They're brilliant value right now, and hopefully you guys love them. Check out the reviews. That's all I really ask you on that side. Right. Should we move on?
Yes.
Yep. All right. Let's move this on. These off slightly. Okay. Oh, you hear my cat? Right. So, in a way to work with safe feeding of birds, there's two things you need to do. Right now, you need a feeder that is easy to clean. Right now, the RSPB are asking you to not crowd in an area. So what they're saying is, put a feeder up over here, put a feeder 10 feet away. That's all you've got. That's all you've got to do. This is a squirrel-proof feeder. This can fit in fat balls. This can fit in suet cakes. This can fit in our nuggets. The good thing about it is it's got no solid base, which means birds aren't walking in droppings, for example. This is so well made, it's unbelievable. This is on 25% off. And I'm going to ask Tracy now, what was it originally and what is it now?
Okay, so
yes.
originally it was £23.
Yes.
And with the 25% off, it's
Yep.
now down to £17.25.
£17.25 to those people in TikTok world. It is automatically just actually reduces everything for you. I don't know why we can't do that on our website as well. Just to show you, this is what you're getting. This is a squirrel-proof cage that goes around. So this actually protects those smaller birds. This is what I like to call the equivalent of a deep fat fryer, or one of those chip fryers. You remember that used to just actually drop into the hot oil? This is brilliant like that. If you're using suet cakes, for example, this can fit 2 of those suet cakes in. That is not a problem. It can fit 2 in at a time. So you can actually get a fair amount of food in. If you want to, you can also pop fat balls in as well. It's a good, safe space for the birds. So just pop it down, pop this in, pop this on, and you're good to go. We do this in sage and black, 25% off with the code MEGA until 3 o'clock today. This will last you absolutely years. It is a safer way to feed the birds because they're not walking in any of their droppings. As I said, the RSPB have said, I'll keep repeating this, use fat balls, use suet-based products, which is thankfully pretty good for people like us because that's our most popular products. You need to look after the birds. You need to keep them fed still, especially when they're babies and especially as the families are growing up. But you need to do it in a safe way. I do speak to people a lot about fat balls, and for example, the baby robin, or a robin really. And we love robins in the UK. They're like our bird. I mean, not our national bird, but definitely they're full of symbolism for us. A robin itself, when it's mooching around in a garden, this fat ball can keep a robin going for basically nearly a week. When a robin, mummy and daddy get together and they have fledglings, they need this a week. They need roughly 2.5 times the fat balls just to be able to survive and for all the fledglings. So this feeder is a great way to do that. You can put 2.5 in, and the RSPB are saying little and often, put 2.5 balls in a week, create a safe space for the birds, create a safe eating space for the birds, and you're good to go from there. But this was £23. It's now down to £17. It is with the code MEGA. Have I got that right?
17.25.
17.25. I'm sorry. It's obviously got a solid top, which means no water ingresses, no rain gets in. It comes in sage. It comes in black. You can actually stand it on a patio table if you don't have anywhere to hang it. You can hear the birds around. What's that? Sounds like a chickadee. Or you can obviously hang it as well. You can fit suet cakes in this, you can fit fat balls in this, you can fit nuggets in it, you can have the traditional black, or you can have my favourite colour, this sage. It is a great feeder. We don't have massive amounts of stocks of it, but 25% off. Maybe if you want to keep feeding the birds, stay away from the plastic tubes right now. That's one thing, because that does actually ingress mould. There is a lot of saliva intake. Stay away from the bigger feeders, which have got the big open trays. Stay away from bird tables. Something like this will be very good, very handy, and very safe. So you're feeding the birds, you're looking after them, but you're consciously, obviously, trying to protect them almost from themselves as well. So absolutely great, solidly made. I think this is one of the best feeders we do, just for quality wise. But as I said before, if you want to put fat balls in, you can do. But if you want to be able to put suet cakes in, you can do. And the good thing about it is very easy to clean. So something like this, if you were very conscious, oh, I'd say get a bit of fairwear liquid, something like that, a small amount of disinfectant. I would then just dip it in a bucket of water, and then I'd rinse it off and I'd go again. Say you clean your feeders once a week right now. That is difficult to do. I know it's difficult to do, but whatever you can do is great. This is a brilliant way to feed the birds. Just pop in your suet cake, no mess, nothing, no type of issues, nothing spilling anywhere. Put 2 of these in, and you're good to go again.
Okay. Amanda says she's got thrushes and blackbirds.
Yep.
Feeding their young on her fences.
That's nice. That's gorgeous, isn't it?
It is.
Where did the wind come from? Help me out. I like seeing the birds being fed. I like them watching that nature part where they do actually feed into the chicks and into the young ones. We just don't have the insects around. We really don't. So it's definitely a good way to do. And people also like to protect their flowers and like to protect their plants. So they spray a lot of insecticides on them, which therefore doesn't help the birds as well. So this is, you've still got to keep feeding the birds. People are saying that don't feed them, 100% feed them, but feed them in a safe way. Right, should we move on?
Yes.
Are we on to our suet cakes?
Yes.
Right. Can you remind me what these are on in TikTok World? Or these are 25% off, yeah? Again?
Yeah, so they're 24 down to 18.
24 down to 18. Right. So we will always do different ways of suet or feeding the birds, and it starts going down to personal preference. Think of it as a potato. We chip it, we roast it, we mash it. Same with suet and bird foods. It's what you like, or it's what your birds like, or what type of feeder you want to use. This is a set of 12 suet cakes. Now, these suet cakes are a little bit different. If I can just bring these up and show you. Can you see all the different markings and different colours? It's nice and dark once again. So you get 12 of these. These are actually full of fruit. These are full of insects. These are full of peanuts that have been chopped, emulsified. You've got the beef tallow in there as well, and you've got sunflower hearts. Birds love these. It is soft, it is malleable. You can actually slice this up into almost like fish fingers if you wanted to, and you can drop it into things. It goes really well with this type of bird feeder. Yes, Tracy.
Sorry, someone on TikTok
Yeah.
has asked if you could explain how the fat balls that you sell are different to the ones being sold in Wilko and Poundland.
Depends which ones.
Probably.
Right. So, person on TikTok. This isn't a Wilko Poundland one. This came from a garden centre. You know those garden centres where you go for a coffee, which are like really expensive? This is from there. So it's got a little bit of seed in it. It's got a little bit of maize in it, and it's got nothing really else. The big thing about this is it is solid, right? It is absolutely solid. So birds can't get into it. Birds can't eat it. It's barely got any nutrition. The fat balls from the Grumpy Gardener are a little bit different because these are soft, these are nutritious, these are malleable. Now, if you go into somewhere like Wilko, for example, sometimes you see some of these which are a similar colour, but the proof is in the pudding because it's the contents. These are 25%, which is the highest in the country. These are 25% peanuts, 25% sunflower seeds, and then you've got the tallow. Sometimes people try to imitate and copy, and they'll put like 10% peanuts in, 10% sunflower seeds in, then they'll put a lot of maize in there, and they'll put a lot of fillers. These have got no fillers whatsoever. It's like the softest, the most malleable, and check out the reviews whenever you want to look at these. The proof is in the pudding. I can't turn around and say, oh, look, ours are the best, because it's what people think, it's what the birds think as well. We've been using these for years, sold these for years. Individually in the UK, I think roughly we've sold about 30 million individual fat balls, which isn't bad for a little family business. I hope I've got my, oh God, Sarah's going to shout at me. Made myself mucky. Right. But I was talking about suet cakes. But if you've got another question, TikTok people, then feel free, fire it through. And I honestly, we don't mind any type of question. We might not be able to answer every question, but we don't mind an opinion. We don't even mind having a different opinion, in all honesty. So these are a set of 12. Use the code MEGA. MEGA gets you 25% off until 3 o'clock today. This is 12. It's down from, I've already forgotten this, £23 to around £18.
17, 20, no, that was the wrong one. 24 down to 18.
24 down to 18, and you get a set of 12. So whatever 12 is divided into 18, I have absolutely no idea. But £1.50. Is that right? Yeah, it is. £1. So it's £1.50 a cake. These are roughly 300 grams of cake as well. As I said before, these have got insects in, these have got sunflower hearts in, these have got fruits in, these have got the beef tallow in, these have got emulsified nuts in as well. So it's everything. But it's a great way to feed the birds because they come individually wrapped. So they come in a little plastic packet. You just get them and you literally just drop them into a feeder like that. I can fit 2 into this feeder, and that means I can walk away. Which means if you want to be able to feed the birds and go away for a long weekend, it will last you. And that is a great feeder. And that feeder is also on 25% until 3 o'clock today. Yes, Tracy.
Okay, so we've also had someone ask whether you advise placing the balls for the birds all year round.
Yeah. I do. So I have to advise that. The fat balls that I use, which are these, or sometimes our gold ones, I just put into our feeder, and finches eat them literally all year round. They're devoured quicker in the winter because birds need to keep their energy up, so their fat levels up. Obviously, things sometimes slow down in the spring, not spring, sorry, in the summer because the fledglings have started to leave. And so I might only put, I don't know, I roughly fill that my feeder once every day and a half, once every 2 days. In the summer, I might end up filling the feeder once every 3 days. But yeah, definitely all year round. It's just a standard base product, really. A bit like, class it as how I eat pasta every week. The birds eat fat balls every week. So yeah, I do recommend that. And if you've got any other ways that you think you should feed the birds, please let us know. Yes, Tracy.
Okay, before we move on, we've just got one more question. What is your favourite bird?
Right, going to be sad here. Going to be absolutely sad. You shouldn't have asked. Right. My favourite bird is the spotted woodpecker. Boy spotted woodpecker. Because the woodpecker, the boy ones, has a little red mark on the back of his head, as red as Tracy's hair. When you see a woodpecker, which is a spotted woodpecker, it's got just it's just black on the back of the head. That's a girl. In our old house, we had this woodpecker that was with us for years. I called him Sylvester. We made so many videos on him. He has had more airtime than Jonathan Ross. I'm telling you, he's been on TV more often. He was my favourite bird. They're skittish. They're very not trustworthy. They're not trusting birds. They love the fat balls and they do love peanuts as well. Woodpeckers. They're amazing creatures. Obviously, with their beaks itself, the actual tongue of a woodpecker goes out twice the length of its beak. Sarah told me that it actually is thicker at the back of their throat, and it's actually for protection. I forget that, but beautiful, gorgeous bird is the woodpecker. Then is the long-tailed tit. I love the long-tailed tits. Gorgeous.
Okay, so somebody's asked about whether we sell worms, because Robins love them. So keep watching, and you might see.
Yes, we do sell a different style of worm. So yeah. So before I move on, £24 down to £18. That makes it only £1.50 per suet cake. The code is MEGA, 25%. Well done, Tracy.
Sorry.
25% off £1.50 per cake. You get 12 of them as well. Yeah? Okay, yeah. I'll move it on now. Sorry, guys. What is next, Tracy?
Fertilizer.
Fertilizer. All right. Liquid seaweed. Okay, okay. So we're going to move to a different part, not a different part of the garden, but something different for the garden. You can stay there. This. I'll get rid of some crumbs. Right. Oh, Isabella's chopstick. Right. I'm going to move this out of the way, actually. There we are. Right. So we're getting into that time where we need to feed our plants. Maybe you're going to start growing strawberries in the next month or so, or tomatoes. Plant feed, but there's so many different plant foods out there. We haven't sold a plant food until this year, and the reason being is I didn't feel like we knew enough of them. Back in the day, I just used to use tomato feed for everything, in all honesty. But I've seen lots of different plant foods out there. Some of them that are for flowers, they're powerful, powerful. But we came up with this. We've been working with a gentleman in Wales, and he's very eco-friendly. He's all about protecting the wildlife and the environment. He's very big on recycling, and he's cultivating seaweed, which is obviously then being liquefied. And it's a seaweed off the North Shores of Scotland. And this is our liquid seaweed. It goes in a ratio of 1 to 10. There's a big difference in plant foods, right? Plant foods have got in them what's called NPK. Basically, it's a lot of nitrogen and a lot of potassium. And you pour like a plant food onto your plant, and it's one of those great plant foods, popular plant foods, and it gives an instant burst of energy to your plants. But it's like giving a 6-year-old 5 cans of Red Bull. It goes boom like that. But the plant burns out. It burns itself out and it dies. Especially if you've got smaller plants and 9 centimeter potted plants and stuff like that. You don't want to go too heavy on them because it'll burn them out. It actually kills them. This liquid seaweed is a little bit different. I'm going to show you. Put this into a spray bottle. I'll put this into a watering can. I said it's a dilution of 1 to 10. It is the liquid seaweed itself. I'm just pouring this into here, and I nicked Isabella's chopstick, so hopefully she won't say anything. I'm just going to mix this in, and that's all I am doing. You can see the little bits and the slight discoloration on the water. This is seaweed, liquid seaweed. This is a better way to grow your plants because seaweed is natural. Seaweed actually helps the roots. It is a slow and steady. Think of the tortoise and the hare. So the hare is bang, big blooms, dies quickly. This gives a lot of substance to your plant. It is a slower way to actually grow underneath. I don't know what price we normally are.
It's 13 down to £9.75.
£13 down to £9.75. That is for a 1 litre bottle. Use the code MEGA, you get 25% off on TikTok World. That will automatically be reduced. It's a natural UK made way to feed your plants. So with your 1 litre bottle, 1 to 10 ratio, this will give you 11 litres of food. Use it for your strawberries, use it for your tomatoes, use it for your plants. Just put it in the average watering can. Don't worry about it. I stick mine in this. I put it in at a 1 to 10. I don't use it all. I just give it a shake up when I come back to it 2 or 3 days later. But that's all you've got to do. You've got to try something new. Down from £13 to £9.75 using the code MEGA. Or until 3 o'clock today. After 3 o'clock today, it's 15% code off. Then this is great because it's something for all of your plants, but it's a slow and it's a steady. So this is where you get the benefits long term. If you've got calamitous like I have, for example, it's brilliant for that, especially anything that's trying to establish. This is the way to go forward. Try not to use the plant foods which are high in NPK, high in the potassium, because they just go bang. And they do explode and look great, but then they literally burn out. And then you're spending more money and they're dying off, and then you're going again. So it's a bit of a destructive cycle. So that is a quick thing on this. So £13 at £9.75 using your code MEGA, automatically reduced on TikTok Shop. What's next?
Zappa.
Zappa. Oh, I love this. Right. Right. Weird. This is our. Get the rest of it. This is our bug zapper, and it comes in so many different ways. This is absolutely brilliant. This is a bug zapper, but it's also solar, which means you can have it as a bug zapper. You can have it as a solar light. I'll just put that up there. I'll turn it on. Got that one. There we go. You can have it as a solar light, or you can have it as a zapper and a solar light on top as well. You're right there, Trace. So this, you can hang it, you can stake it, or you can actually hang it, stake it, or you can stand it as well. So just to show you what it comes with a base and it comes with this top. So if you want to actually have it on a patio table, you can have it this high. If you want it a bit higher, you just put in this connector. Oh, God. You put in this and you can have it that high. If you want to stake it, then you take this out, you put your stake in, and then you put this in to your beds and your borders. Or if you want to hang it, you can just hang it as a lantern as well. We spend a lot of time outside, and this is great for those morning cups of tea. This is great for those late night glasses of wine. And as I said before, it is solar as well. Oh, there we go. It is solar as well. So it also gives you a flame. It comes with a brush to dust any type of issues off. It's got a tray at the bottom which you can disconnect. So anything that's dead in there, you can throw away. Also, it's USB charged as well. So if you want a quick charge for it and it hasn't had the sun, etc., you can charge it that way as well. So I don't know what price this is.
Lift it up because you can't see the Zachary bit.
I haven't put the Zachary bit on. Oh no, the Zachary bit is there. Can you see that there? Can you see the blue light?
Well.
There is a blue light under here, so it will be just a blue light, or it will be a solar flame, or it'll be a zapper and a solar flame. Trust me on that one. What is the prices on this? Because 25% off is mega.
Oh, look at that!
Shall I check it out?
So that one is down to £22.50.
It's down to £22.50, so 25% off must mean it must have been £30, right? That sounds about right. Yeah,
yes, that is definitely
so it's
right.
gone from £30 to £22.50. You stand it, you stake it, you USB charge it, you hang it. You can do so many different things with this. If you're that person and you're out and you've got your friends out and it gets late at night, then this is a brilliant tool, because you just put it there. It looks nice all year round anyway, especially with the solar light coming on, the flame effect. But I've not seen something which you can stand, you can actually stake, you can zap, or you can hang. It's brilliant on that side. And as I said before, it's got 3 functions. It can zap, it can just be the flickering effect, or it can actually zap and be a flickering effect as well. And it will cover a rough area of something like 25 square meters as well. So if you want something that's reduced, code MEGA from £30 to £22.50, and you want something that's going to take you into the spring and the summer and stop those little things floating around your drinks, your cup of tea, your glass of wine, your juice. If you want something when you're having your barbecue, this is great because it can actually be on during the day or it can be on at night. Because you don't just have to have it solar, you can USB charge it as well. So absolutely brilliant, blinding, phenomenal product, which the more we go in the UK, we don't normally do a lot of bog zappers, but this has been very popular in the past, and I think it's because it's one of those problems that now we spend more time outdoors, then it's one of those problems that people are finding just as more of that side. So if you want to use the code, use MEGA to get 25% off, or it's automatically reduced on the TikTok world. It's got a large solar panel at the top itself. As I said before, you can stake it, you can do anything, and it's got the little detachable tray as well. Great product, absolutely great product. What's next, Trace?
We're on to the Kelsey worms.
Kelsey worms. Right. This is for Gillian. And was it a TikTok person saying?
It was asked whether we did any worms.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. We've got a friend of Grumpy Gardener. She's called Jill Palmer. Right. So I'm just going to get this here. So we sell Kelsey worms on the website. I think about £12 a bag. But this is 3 kilograms worth. This was £35 on the website. But if you take your code, it is 25% off, which is mega. 26.25 for 3 kilograms. So 3 kilograms looks like, well, not that. It looks like 2 bags. It looks like another bag. It looks like another bag. It looks like another bag. Come on. Should have really tried this out, guys. I'll put that there. And it looks like another bag. Okay. 6 500-gram bags. 3 kilograms worth of calcium worms. RSPB are encouraging insects.
Sorry.
From,
You got to take that top bag down.
can't see me. Wow. 6 bags. 6 bags, right? So 3 kilogram of calcium worms. Best price we've ever done. 25% off the code Mega. Goes to 15% off after from 3 o'clock. Individually packed into 500-gram bags itself. Calcium worms are different than mealworms. Mealworms are high in iron. Calcium worms are high in calcium. We have done a little bit of research on this because our friend Gillian Powell put these on and she feeds these to hedgehogs. Now, there is nothing wrong with feeding calcium worms to hedgehogs. They're full of calcium. They're good for bone structure. Mealworms are not as good. There's different charities that say different things, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's not good for them to have too many." It is true. It's not good for hedgehogs to have too many calcium worms. Like it's not good for your kid to eat too many bars of chocolate. You just use them sparingly as a little bit of a treat. Hedgehogs are also suffer. They are, I believe they're on our red list. They also suffer due to urbanisation, the lack of slug snails, stuff like that that's around anymore. This is different. These are like mealworms, but they are on mealworms on steroids. These are come from the black lava fly. These are full of calcium, being calcium. I think it's something like these are up to 6 times more calcium per worm than a mealworm. For insect eaters such as robins, woodpeckers especially, these are great. I suggest putting these into like a mesher feeder, nothing they can stand in, or sprinkling them on the floor. Don't put them onto a flat table right now. Yeah, that's nice. Don't put them onto a flat table. Don't put them into a feeder with a big tray. But the RSPB is saying yes, use insects. Insects are natural. 6 whole bags here for £26. Let's say 25. But they're worth £35. Am I wrong?
26.25.
26.25 with the code Mega, automatically deducted from your TikTok shop anyway. These are a little bit different. Calcium, and don't be scared of them. I mean, they're dead. If you want to be able to get any type of substance into a bird, then what we suggest is actually put them in a bowl of water for 30 minutes, letting them soak up, and scattering them around. And that's a good way of getting hydration into birds as well. Bird baths are a bit of a no-no right now, unless you can clean them out every day due to the disease of trick. So if you want to be able to get type of water or hydration into the birds, or you want to treat hedgehogs, then this is definitely the way forward. Mealworms are not good for hedgehogs. That's proven. You can't digest them properly. It gives them diarrhea. Not great. Calcium worms are good in as a treat side of things. And they're high in calcium. They're good for bone structure. And hedgehogs love them. Robins love these. Woodpeckers love these. The insect eaters, the wagtails love these. That is 6 bags, 500-gram bags. If you want to try something a bit different and you're worried about bird seed, then move on to insects for now during the summer. Insects are natural as well, and we can't. This is the best offer we've ever done. So 25% off, 6 bags, 500 grams per bags, 3 kilograms worth of calcium worms. That is the best deal. £26.25 automatically deducted on your TikTok shop. Great way to feed the birds. And birds such as starlings, stay away from these. Starlings are suet eaters, and that's why they destroy your bird seeds because they try to dig out the bird seed. Calcium worms, starlings aren't really bothered with whatsoever. They're not going to go for them. They're going to go for something else. So I'd go for these on this side. As I said before, probably the best deal we've actually ever done. So that is these on this side. I'll move it on. What is next, Tracy?
The
Yeah. Move these. These are £12 per bag on our website, or £10 per bag on our website actually. Wow, they are. These are £10 per bag on our website. So 6 of these would be 60 quid. or you can get for £26.25 with the mega code. Goes to 15% off from 3 o'clock. But anyone wants it now, that's instead of £60, £26.25. Try it out. Secateurs. Yeah, I'm just gonna get myself some sticks. It's weird that I actually have to walk down my driveway and a neighbour seems randomly cutting stuff off the bushes. I'll show you these in a second. Right. Stay there. Right. You're getting 2 sets of secateurs. These are a little bit different. This is a ratchet secateur. This is a bypass secateur with a wire cutter inside it. Use this for your floristry, for your deadheading of your plants, for your indoor plants. Use this for those thin, almost like nimble stems. Use these for those thicker things. These have got a ratchet in them. These give you power when you don't have power. You're getting both of these together. And I'm going to say, Tracy, what's the price? We're 25% off.
They were at 1997.
Yep.
And they're down to 14.98.
14.98 for both. 14.98 for both. Robin's having an argument with Robin. 14.98 for both itself. These are made from fiberglass and carbon. There's not a lot of metal in these, which means they don't rust. Also, I've got my mum's Irish aunt. These are made for smaller grips. These give you power when you do not have the power. These are for your precision snipping itself. I want to show you these in action. So I went and got this. Can you see this here? This you shouldn't normally be able to cut through because it's a bit too thick. This is as thick as my thumb really. But all I do is I snip, I relax, snip, I relax, snip, I relax, and snip again. You're getting 2 pairs of secateurs for under £15 with the code MEGA. Look at that. This cuts through things like hot knife through butter. So instead of squeezing and squeezing and squeezing, these do a great job. Top tip for you, always put something into the jaws of the secateur. It's a lot harder to cut here, although that gets through it, than it is here. That is the easiest way to do it. That is great. That is 1 pair of secateurs. Normally a pair of secateurs easily costs £15. You're getting 2 for under £15 with your code MEGA, and this has got a wire cutter in it as well. So if you want to do things which are a little bit more precise, a little bit more snipping, then all you do is use these. Use these for the flowers indoors. Use these for those quite flexible stems. These are super, super sharp. These are bypass secateur, and these snip through things really easily. My old man, there we go. My old man was a landscape gardener for 30 odd years. I don't know if he's watching today. He keeps saying he's going to watch and he keeps forgetting. But he's got issues with his wrist. He's got arthritis. He's got RSI. He just sometimes he doesn't even realise it. But I see him and he's just holding his wrist like that. He just naturally does it, just due to his work, and he's in his mid-60s now. These give you that little bit of power. So if you're new to gardening, ratchet secateurs, the way forward. Think of gears on your car. Think of gears on your old bike when you were younger. These are brilliant, and they're under £20. Normally £19.97. Both pairs are under £15 with the code MEGA. So if you want something that's new for your something new for your garden, these are brilliant. If you want something for Father's Day, I don't know when that day is in all honesty, but
It's June sometime.
it's June, most important day of the year. Then these are absolutely brilliant. Bypass secateur with a wire cutter. Ratchet secateurs made for those smaller grips. So it doesn't matter if you've got giant man-hands, like my wife. These are absolutely great for everybody. These are not a toy. These are not a trinket. These will get through really, really, really big stems. But you're getting 2 pairs for under £15 on that side. Yeah. So hopefully you guys like them. Tracy's telling me to wrap things up.
Coconuts.
Coconuts. Back in one sec. We're trying to be good. The RSPB. You will be able to see that. Move this here, and I'll move this here. Right. This is 5 kilograms worth of nutpecker. People who don't know nutpecker, especially in the TikTok world, this is peanut butter bird food. This is 5 kilograms of it. This is like the world's heaviest loaf of bread. This is made in the UK. It's made of peanuts and peanut oils. This 5 kilogram here comes with 2 coconuts, 2 natural coconut feeders. We think you can fill these coconuts about 70 times with this bird food. You literally scoop it in, you place it in, you press it in. The good thing about nutpecker is it's a no mess bird food. Everything can be eaten. This has been so popular in the past. I believe this is £30 on the website, but with the code until 3 p.m. today, that means it's £22.50. That is once again the cheapest we've ever done this at Grumpy Gardener. 5 kilograms of nutpecker will last you a long, long time. These are natural bird feeders as well. Once everything's done, and if you're bothered about the spread of trick, chuck them away, get some more. But they're refillable as well. And there's nothing for the birds to stand on, nothing for them to spread disease with as well. This comes in a box like this. It comes in a bag, and you literally scoop it in with a knife, and you place it in. That's all you do. Up to 70 of these coconut halves can be filled per time. 5 kilograms itself. If I just spin this around, look at the size and look at the thickness of this. Bird seed is a no-no right now. This is soft. This is malleable. This is what birds love to eat. This is the best peanut butter bird food in the UK, bar none. Sometimes you go to garden centres and you'll see a jar and it'll say peanut butter bird food. Look at the ingredients. It is peanut flour. This is real peanuts. 25% off. Trying to be good with the RSPB in the fact that they're saying use suet, which this is, goes under, use fat balls. This is the best of both worlds. 5 kilograms will last you a long time. It will fill up to 50 times. The code MEGA or automatically deducts on TikTok gives you 25% off. £22.50 is absolutely blinding. Birds love this. They love that it's soft. They love that it's sticky. You got a problem, Tracy?
Yeah, Lucy's trying to call you.
Wow. And Lucy knows where I'm not sure. This is soft, this is sticky. This is the birds that love it. The blue tits love this, the robins love this, the long-tailed tits love this, any type of goldfinches absolutely love this. It will last you a very, very long time. It is absolutely brilliant. But we've never done an offer which this has been so low. So if you want to test this out, you've never tried this, especially I'm going to see in TikTok world, this is a different way of doing a bird food. I just text for this and I've got my knife here. All I need to do is I can cut some off on this side and I press it into my coconut. And that's all I do is I press it into my coconut itself. The thing about bird seed is it falls over the place. This doesn't go anywhere whatsoever. You can fill this coconut up to 70 times, but you get 2 coconuts, which means it's a natural food. And because nothing falls on the floor, it doesn't attract those furry little rodents. We used to use birdseed quite a lot, nearly 10 years ago. Sarah saw some furry little creatures running around underneath it. She called me, told me. I said I'd sort it out. She didn't give me a chance. She just binned the bird feeders. This is where nutpecker come from, because hang these to around, put these roughly, I'd say about 10 feet apart. Don't have the crowding of the birds, and it's a good way to go again. But really quite often, you can hear the birds in the background. They give you that sense of well-being. Look after the fledglings right now. As I said, they've got 30 to 40% chance of actually just surviving past the first year, and a lot of that is due to malnutrition and a lack of food. This is peanuts, peanut oils, beef tallow made in the UK. Absolutely blinding. A brilliant, brilliant food. You can just scoop it in. Oops, there we go. Scoop it in, press it in, and it stays in. And yeah, that is absolutely it. And once you're done, you can just refill the coconuts or throw the coconuts away. That's 5 kilograms worth of bird food. It's soft, it's sticky, it's a nice substance. We'll move on. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is next?
The feeders.
Feeders.
Strawberry and lime.
Okay. 2 seconds. This. I feel like I need a cleaner. Drop this on the floor. That ball didn't even break. What's wrong with it?
Obviously, that's not one of our fat balls.
No, it isn't. Got some garden decor. We're gonna have to get quite close up on this at some point. Right. These are strawberry and lime decor. The class as bird feeders, but they're not really bird feeders. These are definitely decor. You're getting a set of 2. These are around £20 on our website, give or take, which means with the code MEGA, they're 25% off.
So they're actually £19.92 on the website, down to £14.94.
£14.94. You're getting both of them. Go into a garden centre, you'll find a decoration like this easily for £15-20. You're getting both of these for under £15. These are ours. So Sarah actually designed these. Sarah drew these by hand, and she likes to put things together in pairs. So we have an apple and an orange, we have a plum and a pear, and we have a strawberry and a lime. Decor-wise, these are phenomenal. They come on long chains. You can put a bit of sugar water in these if you want to for butterflies or bees. You can see the detail on these all the way around. The light bounces off these, absolutely glistening. We just find these fun. We find these colourful. With the code MEGA, they're under £15. These are hand painted, hand designed, hand drawn. No one else has these. All right, they might not be for everybody. People might not want nice, shiny, colourful things in the garden. Some people might, but we're getting into that time of year now where we're thinking about decorating our garden, looking after our garden. We're thinking about adding a bit of garden jewellery, and these are them. This has got the little bee in there, which is really, really pretty. This has got the little butterfly in there. You can see all of the detail there. The detail is phenomenal. You've got even the indentations on the lime. Even on the lime itself, there's even like the little white veins of the fruit itself. We're trying to give deals out. We're trying to look after people. We know that it's harder out there. We know things are more expensive, which is one of the reasons why we decided to do 25% off just for this hour, just to show people the showcase of what we do. We do tools, bird food, plant food, and we do decor as well. And we do plants as well, plants today. But these are absolutely great. You're getting both of them. Use the code MEGA. That's 25% off until 3 o'clock, 15% off thereafter. And it takes it down from just under £20 right now to just under £15, which means £14.92. Put these into your baskets, add something else. It's free shipping over £30 anyway. In your TikTok world, I don't know if anyone's seen anything like this before. This would be an absolutely beautiful gift for somebody. Maybe that person in your life that has got absolutely everything. No, not many people will have these. These are hand drawn, hand designed, handmade, hand painted, just by ourselves. Sarah's own little design. So these are Sarah's baby. So if people don't buy them, she gets all upset and cries. So, but she does love these. We like these. These are nice, whimsy. These are fun. Oh, right. What is next?
Okay, so now we've got the Ultimate.
Well, before we move on then, Trace, I just want to remind people what we did at the beginning with the fat balls, if that's okay.
Okay,
I think
we've got 7 minutes left.
All right, I will be very, 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 very quick. I didn't realise it always goes so quick. You always think, right, how am I going to talk for an hour? I'll manage it. Fat balls, 150 fat balls. These are our biggest deal that we've ever done. This is a garden centre fat ball. This is rubbish. I can hit this against here, and it won't. Well, eventually it will break. This is filled with sawdust sometimes, filled with glue sometimes. Grumpy Garden Fat Balls, look them up, do your review checking. You get 150 with a code MEGA, £30, free postage. This here is a box of 50. It's on our website for £20 or on TikTok for £20. 3 of these fit into this. £60, £30. Look after the birds. This is that is definitely the way forward. So please try and check out our fat balls. Please have a little look. Right, we'll just here onto the garden and we'll show you our weeder. I'll grab that one for you, Tris. It's not in normal. Ultimate Max. This was £15, I believe, on our website, which means with 25% off, it goes to like £12. £12, no. 11.25. Okay, this is a new style of weeder. So a lot of people that's that big. And, this is a supersize. Number one, it's a mid-length tool, which means you don't have to bend over as much. Number two, it's got this like flat over type head here. This is does all your digging. This does your digging, your planting, of iron, steel. This will not break whatsoever. Does all your digging in your gardens, your raised beds, your roots. This is a really, really decent tool. I've tried. I've got problems with my garden. Product. 11.25 with the code Mega. Free postage on anything that all gets above £30. As you here, you can pay 50. So after we do fine. You okay? I want to show you this. I'm going to try this out here in front of me. So Tracy's going to come down and actually go into try and actually watch this here. I have a problem with dandelions all in my wall. They're everywhere. The only way I can get them out, you know, tap them as well. So this is a really good way to try and get up under roots. That's taking that out in one go. You don't have strength, then something you're thinking. Also, I'm just going to choose that away. Oh, sorry. This head here creates your holes. This head here gets underneath weeds. It gets underneath tap roots. It needs to get it needs where you want to be able to get dandelions out of your lawn. It's brilliant. This is the Max. There is a smaller version as well, which is a bit more nice. We wanted to offer a tool 11.25. You can't go into a garden centre and get a tool by anything this size. So it is roughly 30 centimeters in length. It is made from metal. This head here is indestructible. It will help weed. It will help plant plants. It will help plant fruit. Loose. Tracy just give me 2 minutes that she hasn't done it in his way. Right. Use the code MEGA. 25% off this. 25% off the books out for the bird feeder, the Pecker, 25% off, and we do free shipping over £30. Automatically, you can put it on TikTok yourself. We hope you enjoy our bird food. We are that family garden. We are that family garden. We are that family business. I hope people do enjoy doing this. It's a bit of a passion as well, but we are that family grown garden. We make those tools that people don't sell. We do make the bird food. It's the best bird food. Plant care, we do make planters, everything in front of the garden, basically made with that little bit of wood. We haven't turned around and said, let's find a lot of money. We try to help people. My father was a landscape gardener for and we actually are out making nothing. What we pride ourselves on. Just to finish off, this is the 17 months old. Soil, it will plant bulbs, it will weed, it will rip dandelions that you just see out of your lawn. So, guys, thank you for watching today. I don't know what Sarah's dressed as. It's his room. What on earth? So, I want to say goodbye. Thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for your questions. Please feel free to email us if you have any follow-up questions, and we'll always do our best to reply. But until another time, see you guys again in